question. Vishnu Sharma, the wise teacher, had told the princess all about winning friends. The princess thanked him and asked him if people who were friends remained so always. No, explained the master. Sometimes you have friends who fall apart or fight and separate. This can happen on one's own through a misunderstanding, or it can be caused by someone who is jealous of the friendship and wants the two friends to break up. Would you tell us how to understand and recognize the breakup of friendship, O revered teacher? Asked the princess. Certainly, this is an important lesson for you, said Vishnu Sharma, as he began to narrate a story about the parting of friends, which was caused due to a misunderstanding and led to disaster. Poor Hefty. Long ago, there lived a prosperous merchant in Swarnapura, a city in South India. He saw people richer than himself and wanted to become more rich. The merchant realized that hard work would make him richer gradually. So he loaded his cart with lots of goods for sale and yoked his two strong bulls, Trusty and Hefty, to the cart and began a journey to Kashmir. On the way, Hefty broke a leg and could not move any further. The merchant had to leave him behind in the forest and go ahead after getting another bull. Poor Hefty watched sadly as Trusty went away with the merchant. He began to eat the leaves and grass in the forest, and soon his leg got better and he became fat. Often he would bellow loudly. The lion, who was the king of the forest, was drinking water at the stream when he heard the bellow. A worried king. The Lion King was worried as he didn't know where the sound came from. So he went to his den and waited. In his court were two very cunning and wicked jackals, Karataka and Damanaka. Damanaka saw the Lion King's anxiety and wondered why he had returned from the stream without drinking. Karataka was a sulky fellow who did not like to serve the king because they only got leftovers for food after the king had eaten. When Damanaka told him they should try to find out the reason for his worry, Karataka brushed him away. Don't you know the story of the monkey and the wedge? He asked Damanaka. What monkey and what wedge? Asked Karataka. It's a story that tells you not to meddle in other people's work, said Karataka. Tell me the story, requested Damanaka. The Inquisitive Monkey. Once upon a time, in a town in South Bihar, a man found a clearing on the banks of the Dhurma river and decided to get a temple constructed on it. He gave the task to a man named Shubhadatta. In the afternoon, all the workers of Shubhadatta stopped work to eat their lunch. One day, a carpenter was cutting a log of wood when it was time to break off for lunch. Since he had begun to split it, he put a wedge in the cut and went off for lunch. A troop of monkeys had come out of the forest and were leaping about at the sight. One monkey sat on the log with his legs and tail dangling in the cut. He saw the wedge and playfully he pulled it out. His legs and tail were trapped and there was nobody to get him out. He died because of his inquisitiveness.
Thanks for watching. Do like, share, subscribe to Sahil Book House.